We will now proceed with roll call. After hearing your judge's name, please raise your placard and say, present and voting. Judge Alicia Higgs.
Present and voting.
Judge Ronnie Abraham.
Present and voting.
Judges, please rise for the swearing of the oath. Raise your right hand and repeat after me. I solemnly declare
I solemnly declare
that I will perform my duties and exercise my power as a judge of the International Court of Justice
that I will perform my duties and exercise my powers as a judge of the International Court of Justice
honorably,
honorably,
faithfully, impartially,
impartially,
and conscientiously.
and conscientiously.
Thank you. You may be seated. Will the advocates of the court please enter the courtroom?
Palestine is contending that the United States of America's embassy's relocation from Tel Aviv to Jerusalem in Israel is in breach of the 1961 Vienna Convention on Diplomatic Relations. Judges, please turn your attention to the screen in order to learn more about the case assigned to the court.
The chair recommends a motion to begin an open chamber. The floor is now open. Are there any motions on the floor? Judge Julia.
I make a motion to open a chamber.
Judge Julia just made a motion to begin an open chamber. All of those in favor? Against? The motion clearly passes. Advocate of Palestine, the floor is yours. Please present your opening statement to the court.
Judges, we're standing here today to witness.
Judges, the floor is now open. Are there any motions on the floor? Seeing none, Advocate of Palestine, please call upon your witness.
I call upon Chris Francis.
Please raise your right hand and repeat after me. I solemnly declare
I solemnly declare
that I will speak the truth,
that I will speak the truth,
the whole truth,
the whole truth,
and nothing but the truth.
and nothing but the truth.
Thank you. You may be seated.
Advocate of Palestine, the floor is yours.
Thank you. Good afternoon, Ms. Francis. Could you please explain us what are you doing here standing today at the International Court of Justice?
Good afternoon, court. Yes, I am here because
Judges, the floor is now open. Are there any motions on the floor? Judge Juji.
I make a motion to establish the agenda.
Judge, please establish questions, follow-ups, and comments.
3 questions, 5 comments, 3 follow-ups.
Judge Juji just made a motion to establish the agenda with 3 questions, 5 comments, and 3 follow-ups. All of those in favor? Against? Judges, the floor is now open. Are there any motions on the floor? Seeing none, advocates, you may exit the courtroom. Judges, the chair recommends a motion to begin a closed chamber. The floor is now open. Are there any motions on the floor? Judge Dalvinier.
I make a motion to begin with a closed chamber
For how much time, Judge?
for 20 minutes.
That would be in order. Judge Dalvinier just made a motion to begin a closed chamber for 20 minutes. Who seconds that motion? Judge Julia seconds that motion. All of those in favor? Against? The motion clearly passes. Judge Dalvinier, you have the word. We will now proceed with the final oral statements from the advocates. Advocate of the United States, the floor is now yours. Please present your final statement to the court.
Judges, throughout the trial, we have seen clear evidence and proof.
Advocate of Palestine, the floor is now yours. Please present your final statement.
Judges, you have witnessed now today the injustice.
Judges, we will now proceed with the declarations. During this period of time, each judge will have a maximum of 60 seconds to say their opinion about the case. Restate relevant information or facts that the court should be aware of, or point something about the case in general. You will have 2 minutes to prepare your declarations before we begin. Your time to prepare your declaration starts now. Judges, the time for preparing your declarations is over. A motion to start with the declarations would be in order. Judge Creel.
Motion to start with the declaration.
That would be in order. Judge Creel just made a motion to start with the declarations. All of those in favor? Against? The motion clearly passes. Judges, we will now proceed with the declaration. When you hear your judge's name, please unmute your microphone and share your statement with the committee.
Judge James Richard.
Judges, I will now proceed to read the judgment of Palestine and the USA. Judges, we will now proceed with the voting of the judgment. When you hear your judge's name, please either say Palestine or USA. If you vote for Palestine, it means you agree for the judgment which was written in favor of Palestine. If you vote for USA, it means you agree with the judgment which was written in favor of the USA.
We will now do roll call voting. When you hear your judge's name, please just say Palestine or USA. Voting with rights or passing your vote is not permitted. Judge James Richard.
USA.
Judge Yuji Iwasawa.
United States.
Will the advocates please enter the courtroom? Regarding the official case of the International Court of Justice, Palestine versus the United States, the judgment of the United States has been chosen by the court. This judgment will be implemented and enforced by the United Nations. Advocates, you are dismissed. Judges, the court thanks you for your service and time. I officially declare this court to be closed. Judges, the chair recommends a motion to close the session. The floor is now open. Are there any motions on the floor? Judge Patrick Limpton.
I make a motion to close the session.
Judge Limpton just made a motion to close the session. All of those in favor? Against? The motion clearly passes.